He was my man, but I chose to let him go. So why do you reply like I care about him? I'm looking at me like I'm hurt. Not the one who said I didn't want it first. Don't you forget I had first. Stop blaming me. He wasn't man enough of me. You don't know, now is your chance. I've already had your man. Just where he's been. And I'll be worried about him. That's finding out the truth. I think he's just a man for you.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to this Braxtons Live. How is everybody doing? Show some love. I don't see no traction in the chat. Speak when you come in. Y'all be chilling in the back low key. I see y'all when we get the numbers and then it'll be the same people commenting. Say what's up. So happy to be here to talk about these ladies because I mean at least we're getting to some type of resolve. I don't know. Ashley, how are you doing? Ashley,
Are
what?
we? Are we though? I'm doing well. I'm ready to get into this. At this point, it's just ridiculous. I just let's wrap this up. Come on, in five. Let's get it done because I was tired of it, Tara.
I just y'all hit the like button and show some love as you're getting in here and comment below on our commentary and tell us what you guys are thinking about the show so far. Thank you so much for being here. Getting into our overall thoughts. When I say resolve, uh unfortunately, it's just maybe coming down to the common denominator decision like, yeah, we just need to keep our space. And you stay over there and I stay over here. That's it. I feel like that's the best resolve we're going to get at this moment. This episode, it really hurt my little feelings seeing Tamar cry in that restaurant. I was like, girl, stop crying. Don't cry, Tamar. Um, Girl, I don't know. Between Tamar and what seems to be the most doomed nuptials. I am so surprised that they made it down anybody's aisle because the omens just keep coming, even in this episode when it has nothing to do with Tawana. It's just not looking good. But even if we did make it down the aisle, I think the worst omen that we could get is not having all of our sisters there, especially if they're on Earth still living and walking. Ashley, what were your overall thoughts of this episode?
I think it's ridiculous at this point. I think they need to pack it up and be done with it. This isn't doing anyone any good. And to me, it's the fact that they could sit on that boat at the end to Wanda and Trina and just pretend that they had nothing to do with it. Like, no, Toni Braxton, no, not to my wedding, never to my wedding. Like they're just so above it, girl. When y'all are immersed in it, like there's no hiding now. I think the veil has been lifted from everybody's eyes. We see each of y'all for who you are, and it's terrible. Seeing Tamar break down like that, like I get it. I feel like Tamar has consistently tried to gain the approval and love of her sisters by what she could do for them, because I think that's the only time they're accepting of her. Outside of that, it's, oh, you have mental health issues. Oh, I don't argue with sick people. Oh, I don't do this. Oh, Tamar, you always doing too much. And now I honestly feel more than ever that she and Tracy were in fact the scapegoats of the family. They were who everybody just put it on because they didn't fall in line with whatever they wanted to. And also, this worship of Toni by Tawanda is weird as hell to me. I just wanted her to be there. Why? Like I mean, and I get it. Like they're your sisters and you love them, but why don't you have the same energy for Tamar that you have for her? Like it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, is Toni Braxton gonna be there? Is the Toni, like, this is fine, this yacht is beautiful, but if she's not here, it doesn't make it. It's not your mama. Like I really am struggling. I'm really struggling with that. So I'm ready for him to wrap it up in 5, please.
The infatuation is real. Um, getting on down and up to it. Let's start here because you know what better place to start than with these baby Birkins. Um, I was okay. No, I'm okay. Tawanda's already in a way. Like she said, I needed to see my people here. Where are the ladies? Y'all left before I did. Everybody's late. Even Trina's late. But we kind of piped down a little bit because Trina's getting all the laughed out because we have on this skirt that's allowing us to pee like they did way back when. Let the air hit it, Trina. It's like, no, what we won't do is go and pee outside and let the air hit it for a laugh track. Trina is completely distracted, worried about her husband. And the way that she was, oh, my husband, I had to go check on Vaughn and make sure. I was like, girl, it sounds like it said Vaughn in the back. Vaughn's at the function. So Vaughn is laid up somewhere, restless. Oh, okay, he's here. He's alive. All right. I just thought that he was like incapacitated somewhere, or he was somewhere eating things he shouldn't have. The blood pressure about to go up. My blood pressure up. It's just too much. I have to watch that man. It's a full time job. It's like Vaughn is sitting over there, but the whole ping situation, and we can't even get 2 seconds into it with who would have did something to just alleviate everything here and make it all right? Tracy. I sure miss Tracy. It's it's very particular when they say they miss Tracy. And Tracy was a lot of things, but Tracy was also goofy in the laughter and the light in the room because she was going to take things seriously when she needed to, but she didn't take herself too seriously. Tracy was about a good time, but just kind of to take the edge off and be like the buffoon. Oh, I miss Tracy. Oh, she would have. Don't use me for that. Let me know what else you miss about her beyond that. She would have like lifted up some of this pressure and all of this lack of a sisterly bond. She would have been here to make us all laugh and do what she did best. I miss Tracy. Whatever. I don't know. I just don't want them to say that no more. But yeah, the peeing outside was not my favorite thing. When we got here, I was like, oh, I thought that this was just a bridal situation. Unit, as Ashley loves to call this man, comes on down, makes his grand entrance. It's like, yeah, this and that, and the royal entrances, and yeah, I got gifts to everybody. We got little gifts, got gifts in this little mini Birkins. I was like, all right, because it was orange bags. I was like, is that Louis? I was like, no, it's not Louis. I thought he was handing out Louis bags, little miniature Louis bags. I was like, no. And then he came with a blue bag, and I was like, is that Tiffany's? No, it's not Tiffany's. It's body spray. No, but it's cool. We do what we can. Tawana's like, oh, my favorite perfume. Oh, I was gonna let Unit make it. Okay, I wasn't gonna say nothing about Unit. If you bring me an orange bag at this type of function with your family name and it ain't no Louis, I don't know. You bring me this blue bag, it ain't no Tiffany. I don't know. But what you're not gonna do is say everybody mortgage and whatnot about to be paid by Vaughn. Vaughn looked like don't do that. I really didn't like that. That just screamed broke. Like, why would you even say that? Just enjoy the moment and enjoy at least your wife loving what you were able to do. Ashley?
It was cheap, just like them charcuterie cups. Like, because and here's the thing, you have 150 maids of honor, so of course you can't do, what you. I mean, because I think Tiffany is a beautiful bridal shower gift when you have 3, 4, 5 bridesmaids, but when you have 55, you can't afford it. But don't give me no damn fake mini Birkin. Them weren't baby Hermes bags. It pissed me off so bad because it was cheap, just like that wig. It was cheap, just like them charcuterie cups. It was cheap, just like his two-tone beard. Because why would you come in here looking like a Bridgerton pimp? I was disgusted by Unit popping up like that. And Trina, you're too old for this behavior. Like, it would have rode probably first, circa season 1, season 2 of Braxton Family Values. But Heffa standing up to piss in this and not having no draws on underneath. Like, I'm disgusted. How old are we, people? It wasn't cute. It wasn't funny. And last week when we said we need a new song, a new dingling of gold, this was not it. Them little songs Trina was trying to, hum a little ditty, pissed me off, girl. And you worried about these 50 million people who not here. Worry about the 20 that are there, Tawanda. Like, who really wanted to be here at this cheap affair anyway? I'm so just...
I don't mind it. I will say this. I love this for your everyday person. My issue is because let's not act like weddings and nuptials and honeymoons, just the whole affair. It's very expensive. But Tawanda walks around as if someone owes her something, as if she's done nothing wrong, as if Unit has his own. I don't know this man pockets, but I would think if we have our own bag, we wouldn't have to, inquire about funds with our sisters, let alone Tamar. And it's just kind of the upper. I'm like, hey, baby, be in your budget, be in your means. Don't try to flaunt it if you don't have it. That's all I'm saying. It was
No,
cute.
and that's the problem. But it wasn't cute, Tyra. This was tacky. It was very tacky. It was tacky from the setup. It was tacky from the intro. It was tacky from them that color combination Tawanda had on. And here's my thing. I'm not degrading them because she didn't have it. She'd been in interviews talking about she ain't got to work. Trina got a job at the real estate house, and Tawanda say she ain't got to work. She can do her Tubi movies and be just fine because her man, Pimp of Bridgerton, man unit himself, provides for them. That's what she said. I ain't said it. And if somebody else paid the down payment for my house, I can splurge for my wedding. This wedding, her mama says she been dreaming of since she's 5 years old. Make it be about something. But from the reception to the day to Tulum, it's been raggedy. And I don't mean just the aesthetics. I mean the spirit behind it all. It's raggedy. It's weird. It's a strange energy. And I just think, like, at this big age, if we haven't gained anything of our years in the spotlight, I would have hoped we would have attained class. Meaning that I can do something that's not as extravagant, like you alluded to, right? I can do something with class that's elegant, that's, understated, but not cheap and tacky. This gave cheap and tacky for me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And when he walked with the sunglasses on and that two-tone beard, it pissed me off. You're too old for this.
What pissed me off was how, I mean, and, that's your man, my husband. She was so satisfied. She's like, oh, it's just everything when you can find someone who cares about things that you care about and they're into the same things. Oh, he should say, oh, my man, I just love, oh, my favorite perfume. Oh, shut up, Tawanda.
I mean, and bless her. You know what I mean? Godspeed. But I just hate how they acted. That's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. It's because y'all have been nasty, I feel, especially to Tamar, and this is how you're showing up. And I feel like this is just reaping what you sow. Because it look a mess, Tyra. It looks a mess.
We didn't have to. We didn't have to. Like, if you reduce all these people down here at the function and your 100 bridesmaids, and I'm sure he got to have 100 groomsmen to match those. Like, it's just too much. And it's like, if that's not in your wheelhouse and in your budget, stay within it. Keep it modest, keep it classy, and celebrate yourself in your union. Don't try to go all off, and it's just getting to be too much. Because I say, oh, look, I said that ain't no Louis. But even with that, don't make me think the Louis encasing in Louis burnt orange color. Don't bring me that. And the Tiffany's blue. Don't bring me that unless it's the Tiffany's all Louis Vuitton. I'm just saying. But moving on here, I couldn't believe she peed out there and she didn't have on no drawers. I was like, Trina's like, anything to make her laugh, anything to make her laugh.
Funny.
Getting all down here. Immediately after that, we going to check on Trina. I was like, oh, she did a job. I said, Trina has a job. Absolutely. Which was saying a whole lot to me, because where we would maybe get into more financial security and whose husband has it, I would go over there to Trina. Amongst, Tawanda, if we were going between them both. So the fact that it's like, well, I don't have to work or something, and my man, I'm like, oh, I don't know, but I'm like, if Trina gotta go and clock in, you may never mind. Out of all of that, it's like, you know what? It seems like you've been out of it, but Trina goes out of her way not to bring anything up during Tawanda's moments because I don't want to take anything away. But here, I need to tell you on what's going on with Vaughn and myself, and it's scary, and the heart and all this other stuff. The most I took away from this, I was like, their sisterhood is so great. They are so supportive of each other. So I'm like, it's there. You're capable of doing it. It's just kind of, back and forth with who you choose to do that with. But the way they showed up, and it was the most simplistic of gifts, some wine and some glasses to put in her office, and, the vodka or the family line or whatever. Child, Mama Braxton, she just there. I was like, baby, why you here? Why she here, Ike? She just there to be cute and I guess collect the check. But it was just the effort, the small but genuine effort to come here and check on her and take the time out of her day and her wedding and her nuptials to make sure my sister is okay. I was like, this is so thoughtful and just such a compliment to you guys' sisterhood. Their bond is so strong. I just hate that it can't go full circle and be for everybody. Ashley?
I think they bonded over their mediocrity. I think they've bonded over the fact that they're the two that didn't get on. Like I'm no, I'm not even being funny. I think they have that in common. And this has always been, these two have always been locked in since day one. There's never been a chink in the armor. These two have, I'll say it was a kind gesture, but also if you're, and I guess it's speaking to who Trina has been to Tawanda as well, right? So I don't want to burden Tawanda. This is her one chance, her one shot. She's been waiting for this. I don't want to rain on her parade. And Tawanda stepping in, like, I notice, I pay attention. So kind of back to the traditional Tawanda that we knew before. You're right, mommy was just there. I don't know what mama ever, she said, I'm not getting involved with this. This is too much. But I'll sit here and do whatever I need to do. It was sad. I don't, the cameras kind of just ruin it all for me, because it's like, okay, let's use this as a moment, right? We're going to use this as content for the show. When really, if it's, as serious as it sounded, right, with Vaughn in the hospital and all of that, I would have thought that would have been kind of a real personal, private conversation you would have had with your sister off camera. And they may have, we don't know what goes on, or how they pick and choose. But yeah, this again, I feel like they are united in their mediocrity. They like to mean girl together. Like, we can gang up. I really feel that way. I feel like we can gang up on whoever. We're always going to have each other's back. Like, if I'm in the know, you're in the know. Since Tawanda says she knows where all the bodies buried, surely Trina does as well. It was cute. I just don't have it for them anymore, Tyra. Like, I don't have anything for Trina or Tawanda positive. I really don't. They done pissed me off so bad. They pissed me off so bad this season. I don't know.
I was just so happy that if it got, down to that and not saying, I think, what did she say? She's in the realty business, or was it that? But even that, just to not be prideful, it's okay for me to go and get my license or whatever.
But what happened to Bar Chicks?
You know what happened to Bar Chicks. Just to go and get a job and not feel like someone owes you something, because that's just what Tawanda gives off. Like, no, I'm gonna go and clock in and take care of what I need to take care of if Bar Chicks isn't bar chicking. I like that. But child actually said you guys are united in BS. But getting over here, because Tony's always late. We have Tony, after we've had to discuss Tony, I was like, Tawanda, just enjoy your moments. Enjoy, your man is here, you got your perfume, you got your Bridgerton fantasy, enjoy it. It's like, oh, this is great, but Tony's not here, so it's just don't matter. I mean, she said she's gonna make up for it, or we're gonna go on this boat, but I know it's really just to make up for her not coming to the bridal shower, and she didn't come to the bachelor party, and she didn't come to this, but she's here and she's gonna do this, and we have this whole boat situation. And the Tony's always late is not the charm that you guys think it is. It's so inconsiderate to me. It's it just shows a lack of priority throughout the years, even down to this moment. You're still gonna be late, and why? Why? You know what you're booking. You know when you're supposed to be here. The fact that she can consistently be late every single time, no one's gonna hold her to the fire. It's just conditioned. Oh, that's just Tony. That's just how Tony is. No, it's a lack of responsibility, and yeah, or even just to be accountable with your sisterhood, to go, hey, it's not like we are just regular. No, you are the Toni Braxton. You're gonna, most of the time, if not all of the time, be busy. So when we do have you, we want to have you and have your full attention in our sisterhood and be prioritized, especially since I've been waiting on this all my life and you couldn't show up for me once at any of the showers or functions. And then we get here and she's late. And then, of course, we can't even take off and go anywhere because the weather is bad. I was like, look at here, Tawanda. Tawanda, it's always something, all the way down to your nuptials. It's going to be a problem. She gets here, but of course we make the decision to go to Chow's and we'll talk about that dinner next. But actually, how do you feel about this to make up for not being there and then getting here and you're still late and it's just okay because this is what Toni does?
I mean, it is. They went back and did the flashback of the Braxton family values, and his Toni is always late. She been late. What's the surprise? Why are you surprised? Y'all should have lived it up on the baby yacht. Had a ball, ate up all the stuff, ordered everything you could have, and had a good old time. Like, I don't see what the big deal is. They know who their sister is. They know she doesn't prioritize them. She don't respect anybody else's time but theirs. And I have another bone to pick. When y'all go and watch that Lifetime movie, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me, I'm pissed off at Toni about that right now. Matter of fact, to compound this, but no, I feel like she's been late. So what's the big deal? And them rehearsing that over and over again, to me, it's just boring and dry at this point. We know she's late. Why make a big federal scene or case of it? Y'all know she's always going to be late. That's who she is. She don't give a damn. Toni does not care. She don't care.
No, I'm more concerned because it's like a parental thing. You know, when you maybe have an absentee parent, it's like, oh, daddy's going to come pick you up this weekend. So you wait by the door with your raggedy duffel bag on the couch, watching his cars roll by. Is that, or, you know, the dog that waits for you to get home by the door? Like, it's like they're panning and waiting. Like, is mama going to give us some attention? Is she going to show up? Is she coming here? Is she coming this time?
But this is what happens when you don't hold people accountable. She's been able to get away with this for 100 years because she's the Toni Braxton. Who's gonna check her? Who's checked her that we've seen all these hundreds of years? Why would you be on time when you don't have to be? Yeah, girl, because that's what I was doing. I was taking a nap. Girl, I know. You got to take them naps. Like, that's always going to be her priority and her health. Like, yeah, I needed to rest because it was too much for me and all of the things. She just doesn't give a single damn. She was probably like, you know, I'm treating them. This is something super nice they don't have where they're at. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. That's probably exactly how she feels about it. Like, I just don't understand the clamoring and the upset when you know that's who your sister is.
Not that they don't. They ain't got it. Y'all ain't never had nothing. Let me go and put y'all on a little boat.
I'm just saying, that's what gave.
But before we get into the secondary makeup dinner, and I just love, and you can tell, I'm like, well, you guys have been here for a moment. I don't know. Tawanda has a tendency to act like she ain't never had nothing and they never been nowhere. Because when she got giggity, she's like, well, can we go to Mr. Child's? We can do Mr. Child's. Yeah, you can take us there. Like, yeah. I can't go to Mr. Child's on my own. I ain't got that kind of time. But you can take us. Like, Tawanda act like you've been somewhere. Y'all in company have been, you know, with you going for quite some time. Now, if you couldn't keep it, that's your business. But I don't know. I ain't like this. I'm just not liking Toni. I didn't like this. Just like on the boat situation with Tawanda, this also felt like it always feels like Toni's throwing them a bone. Mm-hmm. Or like this little moment of admiration from the other, like, y'all, this is it's just, everything feels performative, and she is a performer, but it feels very, I'm just so, every time I jitters, I just don't, you're finna go out there and do that same boom cat, hair flip, he wasn't man enough for me that we've been getting for years. Like, you know what you're doing, but whatever. Some people are just nervous, no matter how seasoned they are. But calling Trina out here, come on out here, Trina. Yeah, this is my sister. And then Trina went out there. Like, Trina, put your hand down. Put your hand down, Trina. Yeah, guys, like sing. You're gonna sing with me. Yeah, come on out here. It's like, of course I'm gonna sing with my sister. I'll always sing with Toni Braxton. It's like, oh. Not. Just when I was gonna be like, you know what? At least it looks like in the episode, Tawanda's the one kind of fawning over the sister and Toni. Toni, is she coming? But this was very like, oh yeah, me? You want me to come out? Oh yeah. And it's like, I didn't like the optics. I didn't need her bringing up Angie Stone again, or the loss of Angie Stone and how the dancers and whatever is affecting her show, and we all must carry on. And I'm just really feeling it. I'm just emotional. I don't know if I would have been able to get through this in this performance if my sister, Trina, wasn't there. Come on out here, Trina. Okay. Ashley.
Girl, my voice was shaking. I needed some help. I needed Trina's voice up here. Girl, find something to do and let Angie be where she's at. Like, stop. Stop. It just definitely gives famed. And even when Trina was talking in the confessional, like, yeah, one of our closest, dearest friends to the family, was she? I mean, and I don't know. Maybe she was, child, and maybe this is just how they present. But I could have, if you're gonna do this, and we're gonna see a Toni Braxton show, give us the music. Like that pissed me off too. Because why couldn't y'all license this little like a 1 minute clip of the show of Trina singing, of her singing? Y'all couldn't license that? Like, what are we doing here? Like, that just was annoying. The whole little speech was annoying. All of this, because I don't buy it. I don't buy this sisterhood that they keep trying to sell to everybody.
God, I just, and the audience was looking like, who the hell is that? We came to see you. Get off the stage. Woo! All right. What's this? Like, just like, oh, like, yeah, come on up here. I'm gonna come. It's like, yeah, because I don't know what. And mind you, she's just all funning. I just can't wait to see what Toni has in store, in Miami, and we're gonna come down because she's missed everything so far. We just can't wait. And then we go the next day on the yacht and relate. Like, all right. Toni is Varnell Hill. Kiss the pretty lady. Sign some autographs. But we're gonna get their perspective of the fight. I was like, what? Toni, were you not there? You were at the table. We saw you, Toni. We saw you. Did you see you at the table, Toni? Why do we need a rundown? Oh, so give it to me. So what happened again? So I was, what happened?
I kind of blacked out. Toni, girl, you the reason the fight happened. You the one that stood up, girl.
So tell me again. So we got there, and so you were sitting there while we're giving you the rundown, as if you weren't a culprit and as if you weren't sitting at the table. Okay, but we get their interpretations after we have a talk between Trina and more so Tawanda, considering, hey, he's getting down to the nitty gritty. What are we gonna do about Tamar? Should we reach out to Tamar? And it's like a no. And then we get here, and Toni's wondering the same thing. Hey, so what are we gonna do? Should we talk to her? Like, what are we thinking about her behavior? It's like, Toni, go to hell. Yeah, I'm good on that. I don't want that. I'm good on that. I don't want that at my wedding. Are you sure you really don't want your sister at your wedding? Because we can just maybe. No, I don't want her there. Fine. Why? Run it down to me. What all happened? Toni, she threw a whole drink at me. She threw water in my face. What? Did she? I missed that. Yeah, Toni. And then when I came to separate you, she tugged at my wig. What? Did she? Yeah. Yeah, Toni, it's been verbal all these years. It's been emotional all these years, and it's just turned physical, and we can't take it anymore. What? I'm shocked. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I don't know. Girl, and the award goes to maybe Toni's acting better here than she acted in that little movie we watched yesterday. It's like, we saw you, but it's just kind of holding Tamar to the fire at this table about her behavior, and while we're not going to have her at that, because we don't need this stress. I don't need this stress as a sister. And sometimes you got to know when to disconnect. Like, Tawanda's even, sometimes you got to know when to choose yourself, choose your own happiness. And I don't need that in my life. I'm beyond that. Ashley, was Toni not at the table? But
Toni was there inciting riots and throwing rocks and now hiding her hands. Because no, I never, I black out when, what did she say, Toni Michelle or Toni Nicole, whatever her alter ego's name is, that comes out when she, goes in. I didn't need them to rehearse that and to try to make themselves victims in some great way. Y'all are not victims. Be serious. Now, Trina might have been, because she did get kicked in the back. And she got her wig. She's like, what Nene say? I just shifted it. I shifted Kim's wig. But I could give a single damn. This was very, again, performative and very much for the show. Y'all know what it is. I'm just glad Tawanda finally told the truth out loud and not to a producer. You never wanted her there. You didn't want her there when you planned the wedding in March. Let's be honest. Let's call a thing a thing. When you planned it a week before, a week after, whenever around Tamar's birthday, you didn't want Tamar there from the beginning. So this is all cute and everything. We can do this, say this. It's the fact for me that it's all only one-sided. Not once did they ever say, you know what, but I could have handled it differently. Like, I could have been a better communicator. Or I shouldn't have said that because I really don't know if that's really what happened. She did help me with my house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was no point of accountability for any of these heifers at this table right now. And that's just what pisses me off because I do feel like there's nothing worse than being an old fool. And to be, again, to arrive here at this destination at this big age and not be able to like self actualize and reflect and look at your own piece of a situation, I think it's crazy as hell. Like, that's your sister at the end of the day. That's the baby sister, which y'all all claim you raised. Toni claims that that's her baby. And for Toni to sit there, should we talk to her? You're going to let them dictate if you talk to your sister? Like, that's crazy as hell to me. This was all just futile because we all know, you know, mommy's going to get involved and that's your sister. That's your sister. You know, you got to stick by your sister. So I don't know what we're even doing here. I could give a damn. Tamar didn't want to be at that wedding no way, and I wouldn't have either, as tacky as it was. So what's the big deal? Don't invite her. Tamar, go on a trip. Live your best life. It pissed me off.
I'm just like, if it's all about, if because they was like, oh, then she brought the cease and desist, and we didn't have anything to do with that. That's not our doing. We didn't have anything to do. Okay, well, let's just get down to the bottom of it. Why escalate it and turn it into a you, Toni's man? You slept with him after we bring up the fact that not only are you going to sit here and be in denial whether you did something or not, but not just be accountable and then act like, yeah, well, what 50 that what yeah, well, you slept with him. Like, what? Why are you being avoided in that way? It's giving liar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Tawanda was not at all accountable for anything. I'm never gonna just let Tamar ride because she shouldn't have turned it into anything physical. You don't need to put your hands on anybody. And we did have, you know, after all of this, because we saw her at the table, like, get her, Tawanda. We've been waiting on this. But I don't think she intentionally went in there to try to lay hands on Tamar or anything. I think she went to break it up. But if verbally you're trying to break something up, and before you even get to me, you're choosing sides, and it's all about Toni, and you come and break me up, not in the sense of breaking up two sisters about to fight, my sisters, but I'm protecting Toni. It was so one-sided, and I think that just made Tamar even angrier. Like, no, she hit me. I'm
But
gonna take
but also, she said, I didn't touch you, and you did touch me. Tamar said, you touched me, and she did touch her, so don't lie to me either. Don't gaslight me and act like I wasn't moved out the way so you could get in between us, because that's really what happened. Trina shifted her as she walked by, but she did touch her. Now, do I think that she should have been drop kicking people in the back? No, I don't. I say don't. But as far as me and Tawanda would have to see me outside. I wouldn't do it on camera, but me and Tawanda would have to square up if I'm Tamar, because you're not finna play in my face after I gave you 50,000, even if it was just 35. After I gave you 35,000, and you gonna put me in your bankruptcy as a creditor hoe, and then try to deny it, and then got me paying your family plan on the phone bill. Tawanda would have to see me, sister or not. I wouldn't do it on camera, but she would have to. We would have to have a situation. But yeah, I think that's shady. I think Tamar knows what it is. And I think that's part of her reaction in a lot of these situations. Yeah. And then not to mention that they really played on her top about her actually getting help for her mental health issues. Mm-hmm. And when in actuality, y'all all need to go see that lady and sit on her couch and get a prescription.
I don't like that. I don't like how they play with that in the show. Like, and it's like, oh, there she goes. You know she's mentally unstable. Like, why are we even giving? It's like we're arguing with a sick person. Why are we even? Let's not do this. I look crazy and deranged. She's sick. Oh my gosh, she's just. I was like, she's that damn sick. Like, what are you trying to say? Don't be dismissive of someone's emotions or what they're saying to you or trying to communicate, and you whittling it down to, oh, they're just sick. Like, oh, you see how crazy she is? Oh my God. Somebody help her. I'm okay. Somebody help her. Oh my God. It's just sad. I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah, when they all really need to go see somebody. I respect Tamar for going to see somebody and getting some help when she's like, I can't do it anymore on my own. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. Whatever it is, seek help. Damn it. There's nothing wrong with therapy. I just think it was so ugly how they scrutinized it and kind of made light of it. Even Toni, yeah, because are you taking your meds? Like, no, you know, I don't argue with sick people.
You hopped up with all the air in the world in your gorilla chest, all because a Carrie was mentioned. Don't with me, Tamar. Don't with a heavyweight. Like, I'll whoop your type energy. Like, you was there, you're sitting here acting like, now what was that? Oh my God, she did what?
Selective amnesia.
God, it's so crass for her to act like that in public. I'd never. Like, no, you got up, and it was like, okay, if you don't buck up at me, I'm gonna match your energy. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. But let's get over here into Tamar. Child, the way I was cool until Tamar said, I always come back for them. Oh, I say, oh, Tamar. So I always come back for them. And if you have sisters, if you have like really close knit family and siblings, you know what come back for. That means no matter, you just showed your ass at this round table. If and when you call me, because most definitely you're probably gonna call and need me before I need anything from you. I'm gonna show up for you every single time, no matter what you did to me or said to me. It's like, what? This is yet another person, a friend here at this restaurant, and it's just like, hey, it's kind of giving these are your sisters. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to, it's like, I don't know if I can still do that. I don't know if I can continue to kind of give them a pass and rest on, well, those are my sisters. I have to forgive them. I have to march on and act like my feelings don't matter. Put those to the side and just be a part of the sisterhood, because where else am I going to find, like, yeah, I don't know if I can keep doing that. I'm probably going to have to choose myself. And it hurts me because every time I have tried to choose myself, I still come back. I still get involved. I still assist. I still help. And I can still come to a round table and just be trash. Like, how long am I supposed to put myself through this? I don't know if I can. She is so hurt. She is so hurt. And I would be too, because the way that they could just kind of sit there and discuss her at that table, and all three just kind of like wash their hands. Like, what are you saying? All three of you. I can understand Tawanda, you don't want it to, whatever. But all of you have different mindsets and should have different relationships with her. That's how we know it's all of y'all just against her, because not one person said, well, no, if that's what you want to do, I understand. But I'm going to go and talk to and check on Tamar, because that wasn't okay. I need to talk to my sisters. It was like, no, I mean, well, what do we want to do? What y'all want to do? I'm on whatever y'all own type of energy. Like, what? What? But I think we're getting down to that decision, that same decision that Tawanda sat there and boldly made for herself. I gotta choose. Sometimes you gotta know when enough is enough, and you know when to walk away, and know when to choose yourself and your own mental and your own happiness. And like, if she's not gonna be a part of that, then I don't need her in my life. I'm ready. I'm tired. All these years, I'm done. It's like, what? And then we got her over here saying pretty much, I gotta choose myself. I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first, Lucius. I have to go, even if it hurts me inside. And we know Tamar is here just talking. Let something happen today or tomorrow, and Tawanda need anything. I bet you she's gonna go. I bet you she's gonna send. I bet you she's gonna Zelle, Cash App. I'm coming. I'm flying. I can be there in 2 days, Tawanda. Like, what? He did what? Who said what? You're put out of where? I'm coming. I'm there. And I hate that they can't go both ways. Ashley?
I went back. I went back and started rewatching Braxton Family Values. And Tamar has been in this up and down, this rhythm with them forever. And it's like, as long as she's providing, as long as she's giving, because let's not forget, she bought that lady a BMW. She let them stay in the Atlanta house when she and Vince were in LA.
And like, was driving it.
Listen.
So I bought that car for you. I ain't bought that car for Andre to be riding around in.
Tamar been taking care of people. She been taking care of her sisters. I remember the conversation when she sat down with Toni, and Trina sat up there and cried because she said, I'm going to charge my sister to do wop pop pop for her. Did anybody else help her take care of mommy? Did y'all pay her light bill? Did y'all pay her cell phone bill? Did y'all do anything for mommy, y'all's mother? And I kind of knew what the tempo was then. Tawanda, of course, wasn't in that conversation. Toni said, no, it's just Tamar is the only one who's ever offered to help pay any of mommy's bills, who's ever said, I'm not going to charge you because I know you're trying to recover financially and do X, Y, or Z. So my thing is, Tamar has always been cool when she's been giving, because she's been in a position to give. And I think that's why she stays blessed. Whatever y'all think about Tamar, because she's not perfect, right? But she's always been down for her family, whether she was in position with Vince or not. When she gained like kind of her own wealth and stuff, she's still been down for them. Because what you mean? She's a single mother and she's giving you your down payment and you got a whole man laying up in the bed with you, Tawanda. That's crazy as hell to me. So for her now, and I agree with you, I think if any one of them down on their luck, had something happen, a serious situation, she's going to be the first one there. Just like she is with her mother, just like she is all about Toni. We can't deny the track record and the fruit we've seen from Tamar over the years. As loud as her mouth is, her heart seems to be just as big when it comes to those that she loves. I really felt for her at this table, because she's like, when I try to walk away, everybody got something to say. That's your family. Those are your sisters. But when I stay, I'm exiled. And my thing is, that dinner didn't even have to escalate, because y'all know it done came out. The lawyer done came out and said nobody with a vagina even ordered the cease and desist. It was Michael. It was Ashley's father. So y'all knew that. Y'all gave him Tamar's address. So why not just say, pull Tamar to the side and say, we ain't do that. Michael did it. And I did give him the address because that is his daughter and that is their business. We didn't even have to have this escalate if y'all could have just told the truth, in my opinion. So if I'm Tamar, I'm at the very least taking a break from them. I'm taking a break from them at the very least, because it's too much. She keeps putting herself in position to be hurt over and over again.
I think they enjoy watching her spiral a little bit at the table because it makes her look crazy. Like, our name ain't on it, even though you think so. It's not. Let's see how she reacts and muddy the waters even further when she gets even more reactionary and frustrated because she thinks it was you. I don't know, when whatever episode that was where we played back what the niece and stuff had to say. I think it was the first time that we talked about it. But we have, her saying also, Daddy sent, like, he sent out those cease and desist. Like, we knew that's what it was. It didn't have to escalate to any of that, but between that and Toni going into the Chitlin circuit and the little podcasts and what you said, well, I didn't think you was taking me seriously when I mentioned her coming on and being on a Braxtons. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, Toni, you're not supporting me. And you two are sitting there acting crazy. And then when I say anything about it, and I get so frustrated, like, yeah, you know where I live. Yeah, you don't know where I live. You know. I know where you live because I put your down payment down. Oh, well, you slept with Toni's man. Like,
What?
what?
It didn't even have to get there. It didn't even have to be that.
I don't know. This was just sad. This is very, very sad, but I don't fault any of them for choosing themselves. What I'm gonna say is, if you're gonna choose yourself, stick to your guns. And that goes for her and Tawanda. Choose yourself when you're down, because that seems to be when you want to reach out and have that sisterly, like, oh, I know we were in a way, but I need you. Big sis needs you. Don't call me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call me.
Remember.
Just don't stick to it. Like I keep saying, like, you cannot hate me and still like my money, Tawanda. It does not work that way. So whenever the happenings happen, because they seem to do over the years, just don't call me and keep that same energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
They'll
And
never be able to do it. That's not how their family is, though.
and then over here, if we gonna stick to them, stick to them. If you do call me, Tamar, no, I'm sorry, sis, I can't help you with that. But God bless you.
Mm-hmm. Stand on business. They're not going to be able to do it, though. That's just not who they are. They're supposed to stick together.
Girl, all right. If you say so. I didn't see too much sticking together. I seen some sticking together at Mr. Child's that I didn't like. What kind of sticking together is that? But getting here into these predictions, child. Getting into these predictions. Baby, why's she crying in the trailer down at the wedding? Why are you crying?
I miss my sister.
Like, poor little Latin boy in drag. Why are you crying? Why are you crying, Tawanda? That's why I seen it. As soon as she was sitting there with that bald head, I was like, poor little Latin boy in drag. Why are you crying, Noxema Jackson? Why are you crying, Tawanda? What is it? This was not the time. Even if whatever was whatever, when they went down to that restaurant, put your pride to the side. Tamar coming with that energy. Tamar, that was not us. That was Michael. We didn't have nothing to do with that. We gave the address because we did feel some type of way about it. We didn't want that. We did want it handled in-house, and we didn't like her being platformed in that way. We wish you came and talked to us and this and that and that. Let's discuss it. But don't act like you don't know anything, and as well as Toni. Don't act like that. But now that we're getting down to actually getting married, I couldn't imagine what else she would be crying about other than something not feeling right because all my sisters aren't here. Why are you crying, ma'am? I don't know. We'll get into it, but I just we're gonna see how those nuptials go when we finally get married because it's been hell all the way up to getting there. Ashley, predictions?
I honestly don't care what she's crying about. It's probably how that venue looked and how everything came out, because that wedding is a mess. I just hate we really have to watch it from beginning to end. Like, the clips I saw on social media was far enough, but I'm sure next episode is the actual wedding. And we'll get to see the nuptials between her and Man Unit, and Godspeed to him.
Nuptials. You in this main unit? I have to go back because I didn't watch those. I need to see when he put that on, or what was the motivation behind it. Like, what, you didn't do like the hair transplant thing so you could have? So that means you take that off later. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, it wear down. The glue ran out, so then they got to go take it off every like month or something, and then they apply it, wash it, and reapply it.
I don't like it. I don't like, no, do what makes you feel comfortable and happy with yourself. I just don't like that it kind of represents this falsehood when it gets around to one. Everything just seems really just fake. I don't know. I don't like it. But y'all laughing at me saying poor little black boy in drag. That's what she's getting, sitting there crying. But y'all, that was the episode. Hopefully it was a good old time and we covered everything. Let us know down below where you think we're going with these sisters in the next episode. Ashley, anything you want to share before we get up out of here?
Thank y'all for being here. Thank you guys for supporting. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the conversation tonight. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything we have coming up over the next week.
Brenda, she ain't calling Toni for nothing. Toni, that's the one gonna tell you no. That's the one gonna stand on big business and tell you no. Well, I can do that, but I'm not doing that. No. Tawana, no, I can't do that. We call in little sister baby Tamar because she's gonna be the one to say yeah and come to the rescue. Child, y'all have a good night, and we will definitely see you guys with more content tomorrow. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Don't you know that he was my man? But I chose to let him go. So why do you reply like I care about him? Looking at me like I'm hurt. Not the one who said I didn't want it. Don't you forget I had birth.